Hey guys, Dr. Kyle Lovelace here, and I'm gonna do a real quick video on, what does the flu and Halloween have to do with each other? I'm gonna rock this out while we're driving today. A little bit of just shifting your thinking so you can shift your health. That's kind of my motto right now, is if we could just shift the thinking of how we see things, our perception, how we look at health in general, it's gonna make a massive difference in our overall health, because it'll change our decision making, which is huge. Okay, so it's Halloween right now, or tomorrow is Halloween, and I've had a lot of patients say, what do you do with your daughter for Halloween? And we have a baby coming in a month. What are we going to do when both our kids are old enough to understand Halloween and candy and all that fun stuff? And so I'm going to give you some tips here, but here's what it has to do with the flu. This is what's most important to understand. This is how we're going to shift our perception here. Okay, so the reason the flu and Halloween have something in common is they happen the same time of the year, or we call this the flu season. This is actually supposed to be the start of the flu season, and it's really just the start of when we start cranking down candy and sugar and stress and all this other stuff for the next 3 months. And so they call that the flu season, but it's really just the stress season. It's the candy season. It's the sugar season. And it's when we actually get so sick because our immune systems are depressed, that it opens your body, makes your body more susceptible to the flu. Okay, so if you're somebody that cares about your health, you care about your children's health, you don't want to get, obviously you don't want to get the flu, but you don't even, in general, they've linked sugar to every cancer there is, right? There's so much studies showing sugar will lead to cancer. It's highly inflammatory. Plus you have food dyes, you have tons of other preservative and chemicals in this candy. It is literally, it's a war zone on the body. And it's so common because that's what we grew up doing, and that's just what we're used to doing. But candy, I'll just tell you, candy isn't even the same as it used to be. When we were kids, I'm 36 years old. When I was young, candy was actually a little bit different. And actually for my parents, it's even more different. So it's getting worse and worse on how toxic and how nasty it is. And so the best thing you can ever do for your children is to teach them right when they're young, to let them know that, we can celebrate things and things like that, but at the same time, that doesn't mean we have to go crazy and just eat tons of candy and just get rid of all our other, not morals, but all our other, things that we care about, all our other values. So for our daughter, we want to make sure that she gets to experience what other kids get to experience. Now, I'll just tell you, Halloween, it's a dark holiday. I don't like it. I think it's weird. That's just me personally. I just think it's a sick holiday, in my opinion. They're kind of worshiping like evil stuff. I don't like that, but that's just me. I'm not telling you what to do, but I'll tell you that we want her to still be a part of the world. It just is what it is. So we let her dress up and all that kind of fun stuff. She's gonna be a unicorn this year, by the way, so stay tuned for pictures of that. She's the cutest thing on the planet in this costume. But anyway, so when it comes to what we're going to do, so in our house, we're giving away, and you might think this is not cool, but it is what it is. We're doing something at least. We're giving away Play-Doh. We're going to do small Play-Dohs, like kids can play with Play-Doh, small things of Play-Doh, and then also light sticks. So that's what we're going to give away at our house when kids come by. Last year we did organic, it was like organic gummies or something like that, which is cool too, still candy, but at least it's organic and it's less sugar, less preservative, less chemicals. So when you're looking for candy for your kids, if that's something you're choosing to give them, then get the organic stuff. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's your child's health. Who cares? And sorry, I don't mean who cares, but it is your child's health. It needs to be important enough to do that. And then also get stuff without a ton of sugar and a ton of preservatives. So be aware of what you're actually buying, not just buying, your Twix and your Kit Kats and all that other stuff. That stuff is awful, awful stuff. And I'm not saying that because I'm a health expert. I'm a health nut or whatever. I'm saying because I'm a health expert. I know what it is, right? So that's one thing. You can change the candy that you're actually using. That's number one. And then also use cool things like Play-Doh, like glow sticks. And there's just other things out there, toys. You can give them toys away and things like that. Now, when it comes to your kids come home, you let them go out. They went trick-or-treating or trunk-or-treating or whatever you're going to have them do. And they go out and do these things. The next step is, okay, so they get this huge bag of candy, because if they're anything like I know I was, and some of you probably were like this too, you filled a whole we did a pillowcase and we fill a couple of those up. We just hit the town hard. And we got tons of candy, and we would just kill ourselves that night. Like sick the next day, sick for the next week. So when you see all these kids sick in the next few weeks, it's not because of a flu or a virus or a bug or a germ. Those were all there before. It's because they ate too much stinking candy. Their parents let them eat too much candy. So if you want to prevent that for your kids, listen to me right now. So take that candy and you can do a couple things. One of the things that I found a lot of our friends will do, we haven't done it yet with Eleanor because she was still too young, but a lot of our friends will do is they'll give them money for the candy. It doesn't have to be a ton of money, just make it fun. Like, hey, 5 pieces of normal size candy is gonna be 10 cents or whatever. And then you could do, like, if they got a whole candy bar, maybe it's 50 cents. And so they get to like see how much money they can make by collecting candy, so it makes it kind of fun as well. So you kind of switch it out for money. The other thing you can do that is, I just actually heard this yesterday from a patient, I thought it was pretty cool, is they have somebody called the Switch Witch. So just like the, what's it called? The tooth fairy comes and takes the tooth from the pillow and replaces it with money or whatever, the Switch Witch comes and switches the candy out for whatever you want. It could be toys, you could do money, you could do sticker, I don't care, whatever you think. Just think of something your kids like and you switch this candy out for a toy. So kids still feel like they had fun, they still got something they like and they're excited about, but it's not gonna make them sick. I like that idea. I think that's a really good one. We'll probably use that one. That's a big one. So those are 3 things right there you could do. You could change right there. And then, you know, you don't want to add to the sickness of our population, so don't hand out a bunch of candy. And guys, one of the biggest reasons, I'm sorry, I can't say the biggest, but one of the biggest reasons people are so sick right now and have so many health issues right now and have such a low immune system is this one perception. Remember when I said shift your thinking, shift your health, you're going to shift your perception. The perception that is killing us right now is that we think in moderation is okay. Okay? So let me just make this clear. In moderation of a bad thing isn't okay. The sooner you figure that out, in moderation of a toxic substance like the sugar that's in that candy, all right? I'm not talking about sugar cane if you were to actually eat the sugar cane from the ground. That's not toxic. I'm talking about the toxic sugar that's in the candy, the toxic chemicals that are in the candy, the food dyes, and all this other stuff. That is not okay in moderation. It isn't. Right? Things that are bad for us aren't okay in moderation if they're really that bad for you. And plus, this is a prime time to start getting your kids shifting their thinking and shifting their perceptions. That is so big. The biggest impact you can have on your children is to teach them about taking care of themselves, what is good for them, what isn't good for them, why you do things, all this other stuff. And holiday seasons are the best time to separate yourself from the rest of the world, because if we do what everyone else is doing, we're going to get what everyone else is getting. So to help your children live a long, healthy, happy, disease-free life with high energy, not dealing with anxiety and depression and ADD and all these other health issues, cancers, teach them now by your actions. And this is a prime time for you to do it. You're the leader in your family's health. You can do this. Cool? All right, you guys try that. Hey, share with me if you got any other ideas that you do for Halloween. I'm sure there's so many moms or parents out there that have cool ideas that change it up for their kids as well. And I'd love to have those ideas so we can use them as our kids get older. But yeah, so and then also share if any comments if you think I'm too extreme, but I just don't. I just don't. I think this is a prime time to teach our kids. So, all right, you guys have an awesome day. Remember, shift your thinking, shift your health. That's how we're going to change the world. You guys have a great day.